welcome back to NASCAR Heat 5. Folks, we are on race 8 of 23 this season. That is the 25% mark. We have Charlotte Motor Speedway to go to. The NC Education Lottery, 134 laps on this mile-and-a-half track. $54,510 up for grabs. We're looking to, more importantly, though, work on our 4 top 25 finishes within 5 races. And that starts today. Let me get out there, do a little bit of practice, and as always, you will see me right before qualifying. Okay, we achieved the practice goal. Did pretty well there, so we'll go ahead and run qualifying. Looks like we could probably get lapped a lot in the race, so that's not a great thing. But we'll do the best we can. Again, top 25 the goal. Here we go through the quad oval for our qualifying lap.
Make it count here.
Make it count indeed. We shall try 32.206. I do not think we're going to achieve that goal, but we'll try. Try our best. Ooh. Yeah, that wasn't good. 31, 32, 32.992. That's the last placing oh, that's not great. Well, I guess we'll have to make up for it on the track. Taking a look at your qualifying results. Gary Norton first, Taylor Carpenter second, Matt Crafton third, Jeremiah Graham fourth, Speedy Jones fifth, Bradshaw Stout seventh, Eliza Bethel eighth, Michael Chavez ninth, Max Cost 10th, Lance Norick 12th, John Perez 13th, Casey Kane 15th, David Schildhouse 17th, Bryce Egan 19th, Matt Kenseth 22nd, Parker Smith 23rd, and there we are in 32nd place. Hopefully we can use the draft, and hopefully we can move our way up the track and put ourselves in a good spot to get that top 25 finish. Parker Smith isn't nearly as fast as expected. Jeremiah Graham crashed during qualifying. Johnny Sauter forfeits their qualifying position with failed pre-race inspection.
We're going green.
Here we go, 134 laps.
Green's out now. Let's go.
Start right now. We're actually in 30th place because of the 2 trucks that had to forfeit their position. But they both will likely pass us in fairly short order. A good run here. The draft is the place to be. Ooh, that was actually really nice. Very nice. See how the quad oval treats us here. Everyone seems to be pretty cordial thus far. Well, we're one spot out of where we want to be, so I'm going to fade up here behind Jordan Anderson. Get around Rayum on the outside, maybe. Whoa, 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 dude, you're way slower than I expected. Why? Did not expect Jordan Anderson to slow up that much. So here we go. Got Jason White teaming up with us right now. We're going to take advantage of that as he's still behind us down the backstretch, picking up a couple positions.
All right, you're clear there.
And there we go. Up into 23rd position. Fantastic start to the race so far. We've got 27 left in the first stage of this race. And, of course, as we continue on in this race, we will continue to speed up
Still there?
have better laps, get more comfortable with what we are doing.
Careful. Still there.
And that's exactly what we're trying to do here. It's gone well so far as we have hit the top 20. And that's nothing out of the ordinary for this team. Top 20, into the teens. But we did miss it in the last race by one position, which was unfortunate. Very much enjoyed Dover. Can't wait to get out there with a strong performing truck, because I really do feel like that in the end is going to be a track that we love going to every season. No matter, got tight there. No matter what we are driving, Xfinity, Cup, truck, won't matter. I think we'll enjoy being out there quite a bit. Richmond, on the other hand, I'm just hoping that with a better truck, with better upgrades, we'll be in a much better spot. Johnny Sauter, usually a faster truck than ours, but we'll use his draft, take us down the backstretch and put some separation between us and 22nd place. Again, 25th the goal, so we are in the goal currently. And I do need to work on turns 3 and 4. Again, another D-shaped track, so I can go into turn 1 a lot faster than I can go into turn 3. And I need to remember that. That's probably the biggest part for me. I hit about 160 when you're really pushing it through turns 1 and 2. And it's right around 153-ish on the mile per hours when you go into turn 4. So, yeah, see, we were at 155 and we still slid up. And then, of course, I have to correct that. So we end up losing some time. And now we're kind of right in the middle here. And I don't really see us picking up with catching up to Jordan Anderson at this point, or Johnny Sauter, as they have caught the next group and we are out of the draft. We'll see if we can work with Jeremiah Graham here. He has teamed up with us, pushing us down the back stretch. Oh, we just got tight again. I might have.
Looking inside now.
Okay, so Jeremiah Graham just gave us a bump and it shot us up into the wall. He was teamed up with us, so it's not really intentional, I'm sure, but we've got heavy damage on that front right fender. And that isn't great. See if I can get into Spencer Boyd's draft, maybe. Maybe not. What is going on? I might have to change my turn in. We've got some time to figure it out, but I think I'm taking too sharp of a turn. Used to those short tracks where the turns are a lot smaller. These are much more sweeping turns, so if I can figure it out and then have it kind of get to the middle and then drive off. Yeah, that felt better. That felt better, even with the damage to the front right. Well, we've started to catch up to Spencer Boyd. Jeremiah Graham gone. He caught the next pack.
20 more laps, no mistake.
It's funny because, and I think I mentioned this in a different race, but we'll do it again. Running at Dirt to Daytona, those obviously weren't laser scan tracks, so it was quite a bit different compared to where we're at now. And so now's the time for me to take these things in, pick up good habits, especially if we have the potential of getting into other racing leagues, racing series in our YouTube career. So now it's the time against AI to pick up everything, all the habits and knowledge we can.
Still there.
That one was better. And we got a nice run there as well, so that worked out pretty well. Looks like Spencer Boyd will be the position we are battling with for now.
Careful. Still there.
Trying to keep it off the apron because that always bounces you straight up the track. Also want to see if I can maybe slowly come off the gas so it's not such an abrupt loss of speed, which could maybe help us. Ooh, that wasn't going to help us. Anyway, though, not much going on. 17 left in stage 1. We're kind of in a bubble. At best, we're going to pass Spencer Boyd. And at worst, we might lose some positions. We've got a 2-position buffer for what we need. So let's go ahead and speed things up. And we'll be back with you at the end of stage 1. All right, here we are. Last lap, just a lap down. As long as Speedy Jones does not catch Schildhaus in the next 2 turns, we will be the first truck a lap down, which means we will get back on the lead lap. So that's a big deal for us, and that's why I pushed so hard to get around Spencer Boyd, I mean, because I realized that I saw him coming, and I was like, well, we just can't play around anymore. Pushed it, got in front of Boyd, and we will get the lucky, or the free pass. Used to be called the lucky dog. So here we are, about to pit and be racing against Schildhaus and Cost. Well, it depends on where they end up after pit stops, too. They could be way up there. I don't know. As expected, we got the free pass. Here we are, 21st place. But we are at the back of this pack, so it's not like we're just going to be running hard right away to take more positions. We got to get through the back of the pack first. As always, we're going to be a little quiet here at the beginning of a run. No. Dang it. That was on me. That's always on me. Well, now I get to see how fast I can recover from that mistake. Looks like it's not going to be too bad. I feel like we're already gaining on the back of the pack, not on Schildhaus and Cost. Wow. Oh, I know why, because we're actually running faster down the straight backstretch right now than we were before. That's probably the whole thing. That's all right. Grab into Smith's draft here and start to work our way up through the back of the pack. Hopefully
Careful,
using the draft
still
the whole
there.
way, which will get us up to Schildhouse and Cost.
Clear high, bud.
Really glad that my spotter said that when we got clear. We actually were clear for quite a while. There we go. I'll just have to remember, you go so long where you're actually not entering that corner nearly as fast, or at least the drop-off is a lot more. I mean, I could probably even consider just tapping my brake a little bit to help us through that corner. Get any draft we can. I'm going to try the just light on the brake going into this corner. Hey, it wasn't bad. It wasn't too bad.
All clear.
We're still exactly, well, no, now we're not. I was just about to say we're still exactly the distance behind Schildhouse and Cost that we were when we lost it, but now we're a little bit farther back as those two battled it out.
Still there.
A nice run on the inside of Rutch.
Top 3, use it if you need it.
Looks like they got into a good draft and have pretty much driven away from us, so hopefully we can have a good few turns and at least get back up into the mix of some good driving here. That actually felt really good.
Careful.
It was a nice run, and we caught like 4/10 on
All right, you're clear
max
there.
cost. It's a big deal there. A little bump to Rayum. Get to his fender.
Careful, still there. Car high, careful there. You got room, you're clear.
I got to come off the gas just a little bit earlier, I think, there, but we're still gaining up on costs, which is a big deal if we want to get any positions.
20 laps to go.
Also, if we don't want to be lapped by what appears to be Casey Kane. 20 laps left in the stage. You'd think it's quicker stages, but it's just because we're on a mile and a half. The last two tracks we were on were short tracks. Yeah, it feels better when I come off the gas just that little bit earlier, and look at the run we got by doing the correct thing. Definitely rewarded for doing the right thing in the game as far as not overdriving the truck.
You got room, you're clear.
And it looks like White is going to team up with us. So hopefully we can get as much of a draft as possible from him going down the backstretch. Apparently we got way more than that because he's no longer a teammate or a draft partner. But we are catching costs still. Schildhouse is driving away a bit, but we are absolutely catching cost. More importantly to me is actually catching Spencer Boyd and Johnny Sauter and putting him back a lap down, because that seems like something I want to do. But, I mean, obviously not much going on. 17 again left in stage number 2. We'll get more action in the final stage of the race, so let's speed things up right now. We'll be back on the mic with you, either a caution or at the end of stage number 2.
Yellow's out, back her down.
Casey Kane pitting. Caution is out, and Casey Kane is the one that's pitting. Looks like Johnny Sauter will get his lap back. We have no reason not to pit, so we'll do that. That's going to break up the second stage.
We're going green.
Casey Kane drops back, but he is still in the race, it would appear. He's got a lot of work to do to get that truck back out to the front. Hopefully, with our fresh stuff, we'll be able to
hold your line, stay high.
Do better.
Careful, still there. Still there inside.
All right.
You got room, you're clear.
Nice run off the back stretch.
You got room, you're clear.
That went fairly well so far.
Still there.
This is one of those things that we could get a lot of positions now, but the reality is that once everybody pits, we'll probably lose a lot of it. I don't think we can hang with these trucks, or we can, and because we were able to get in their draft and do that, that would be great. As we move our way up to 16. Got Kenseth on the inside, 15. Edfinger in front of us as we continue to try. We've got previous race leader Casey Kane right on our rear bumper. Hopefully he doesn't push us up into a wall like happened to us earlier. Trying to get as strong of a run as possible.
Careful, still there. All right, clear low.
There we go. Big run on Bethel.
Got one up top. Clear high, bud.
I do not need Casey Kane going to my outside, going into turn 3 when I'm have a truck on the inside. 5 laps to go in this stage.
Hold your line, got one inside.
Sorry, Stout. You're all right, man. You're fine. It kind of touched the apron there. Made us go a little wild, but we're all right. Everyone's good. And a nice run off. We'll see if we can help Stout now. We got him a little push that gave him a shot to go next to Egan. There is a good possibility that he could
outside
get in front of Egan there with that extra shove. And he did. So there, I made up for bumping him.
Careful, still there.
On the left rear.
All right, you're clear.
Up to 11th place. Again, we all know this will not hold, but we're enjoying it for now. Obviously, they have about 30% more wear on their tires than we have, so we've been able to enjoy driving around the track at a much higher speed than some of these other trucks. Hopeful signs of what it could be like when we're rolling with a better truck. Stout going to return the happy favor of giving us a nice little push. We appreciate it. It's a nice push as we actually might catch the draft of that Austin Hill in front of us just from that shove because he got to me before the corner. That's a big deal. I can adjust for it when we're not in the turn, but if I get bumped in the turn, I got to come off the gas completely usually, and that's it's almost like a bump and run for the truck that does it to me. We might actually finish a stage, big brain here, with a playoff point, which would be the first for us this whole year. Now I'm pretty stoked and really want to have a couple laps left to...
All right, let's go.
Got one lap left. Can I get around Hill at least? Maybe Nemechek? Sorry, Hill. I'm not really. Look at that run he got from the bump. Wow. That should not work that way, if I'm being completely honest. Ooh, we get the run off.
Careful, still there.
I get to his fender. No, I can't. All right.
Outside, outside.
It's all right, though, because it was still
All clear.
9th place. We're going to get our first playoff points, folks. We're not going to make the playoffs, but still, that's pretty awesome.
That's worth a few points.
Yeah. I love it. That was exciting. We got 2 points. 74 laps left. Well, we're at the end of that, I don't know. Probably 70 now or 72. I'm not quite sure. We're about to find out. Of course, with everyone pitting, I'm afraid we're going to get run over now, but we'll see what happens. 71 laps remaining. You don't have that much in the tank. We will be doing a green flag pit stop, which is good.
All clear.
I'm hoping that staying in the draft actually works for us. Hey, look at Graham. Starting in the back all the way up into 8th place. We have a draft partner again in Stout. Bradshaw and I teaming up, working well together.
All right, you're clear there. Car high,
Now here
careful
comes
there.
Eliza Bethel.
You're clear there.
I'm not going to look behind me. How about I focus on what's out the windshield?
All clear.
Getting a nice run from this draft, but we ended up... that was a bad angle to go in at that turn. It's going to cost us 9th spot. And again, don't expect us to stay up here, but hopefully we can do some good things while we are up here and stay up here as long as possible. And also, we could hang out in the draft. It could be what keeps us up here. It's possible.
Keep hitting your marks. You'll keep getting better. Outside, outside. You got
Well, that
room.
wasn't
You're
good.
clear there.
That was... maybe I turned
Hold
late?
your line, got one inside.
We'll have to figure that one out.
Stay
I
high,
do not
stay
want
high.
to lose that pack in front of us, though. That's... I don't think we're going to catch that. I think this was it for us. Sorry, Bethel. Get back up behind you. See if we can work together to get up to the front.
Car there on the inside.
He's not.
All right, you're clear.
He wasn't. We cut him off. It's not going to work, folks. We're about to lose the spots. It's okay. It was fun while it lasted. Maybe we can still finish better than 20th overall. But I don't... I mean, I'm just watching Jordan Anderson and Timmy Hill,
Got one peeking outside.
or not, and Austin
All
Hill
clear.
just
Half down, half to
doing
go.
whatever they
High
can
line.
because they're going to get around us.
Inside, inside.
We're just going to run the high line. And I know it seems stupid. Why would you let them go? Blah, blah. Because we're not nearly... I mean, it's not even like we can race them. We're not nearly as fast
Car
as
there
these
on
other
the
guys.
inside. Clear low, clear low.
And gals, for that matter. But the only female driver that's faster than us has already passed us. That's Bethel up there. And she worked her way up to that other pack. And we held her up too long, so... apologies for that one. But, you know, we do what we got to do here. I think Stout and Hill. Well, I think that Stout, we're about as fast as... we might be a 14th place, 15th place truck. I would love it if we could do more. I just don't know if we can.
Inside. All clear.
$65 laps left in the race. We continue to try to push the truck and do whatever we can to not lose too much time. Because the longer we run up in these positions, the better we are towards the end of the race. With our final position, hopefully. We are not losing this pack in front of us too bad. As a matter of fact, I feel like after that exit of 4, we actually, I want to say we gained on them. I wasn't really watching the relative above me, but yeah, we are, because Bryce was 6/10, I think, and now he's 4/10. I think I need to learn 3 and 4. I need to do a lot better with 3 and 4 overall. If Austin Hill, who doesn't like us, was willing to work with us, we'd probably be doing a lot better. But now he's going to jump to the inside. He gets a good run. And Bradshaw's going to get a good run as well. So that'll be 15th when he inevitably takes the spot from us.
Got one peeking inside.
Oh, that's a nice... that one actually despite getting past, that was actually a really good turn for us. We went high, we faded in slowly, we ended it on the inside. We had some speed. Felt good. Bradshaw getting a lot of camera time in this race. We are in stage number 3. I'm going to stay off his bumper for that part. I don't need to...
Stay on the bottom here.
May or may not have gotten a little tight there. That was not the way I want to do 3 and 4. We're still in the draft, but I actually think that having somebody behind us helped as well. Oh yeah, we're out of the draft now. Get a good run out of 4. We might be doing all right. I might not. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out 3 and 4 the way I want to work them. I can drive pretty deep into 1 and 2. Although we've already got some wear on the tires, I could tell. Yeah, we're in the 70s now. I didn't think I hit anybody that hard to get yellow on our front bumper, but okay. Taylor Carpenter is 16th place. He's just under a second behind us, and he's probably going to start gaining. We'll see how that goes. Try to maintain as much as possible. I can now see him in my rear view with that red 95 truck. Ka-chow, Lightning McQueen. Yeah, he's gaining on us. Good news is Grant Enfinger doesn't appear to be gaining on us, though. See, that was a good 3 and 4. That felt good. Carpenter, obviously, at a 4-star team, so we don't have much. I did find something today, and I'm going to test it out. But I'm just going to back up the original file before I do test it out. It appears that there are 3 classes. So I'm assuming it's 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. And I want to see if I can drop everyone down to a 3-star or put everyone at a 4-star. Because I didn't realize that was kind of how things were working when I was picking the drivers. I just based it on we got a truck real slow here, and that is Lance Norick smoking on the track. We're going to take advantage of it because other trucks slowed down a little more. We'll get around Eliza Bethel, who was the more intelligent driver, by slowing down for that. She'll take the spot right back.
Inside.
If I can get behind her, though, we can maybe work together. Maybe? Eliza, maybe? Work with me. Let's be friends. Well, she's not driving away completely yet, so that's something. We're a little loose. I can feel it, but we're going to go, I don't know. We'll see. We'll go as long as the other trucks go. Is what we're going to do. So if they go through their full fuel cycle, that's what we're going to do. Lance Norick probably out of the race now. I see someone else on pit road, but I don't recognize the paint scheme, so I'm not sure who it is. That wasn't good. Paying more attention to who's on pit road than what I'm doing. Anyway, hoping to test that out because when I based it on standings, not on truck rankings when I created these. I should have found out what the truck ratings were, the team ratings were, and put everybody on the same so that they could battle it out, and just driver skill was going to be the difference maker. So if I can make everybody the same quality and then, make them 4 so they're above me, so it's still more of a challenge, and then maybe turn them up to 5 when I'm on legend mode or whatever. These are just ways to make the game more fun, where you have no idea, who it's going to be and then see the real difference come on driver skill. And that's the part where, and some of the subscribers have asked when we're going to get the points. We're a third or a quarter of the way through this. No, a third of the way through the season. Did I say a quarter? Oh, wow. Math. That's exciting. Anyway, we're a third of the way through the season. I'll do a thing on the standings, and we'll be able to divvy up those points into skill, track skill. But as it stands right now, it's going to be really good if I can do the trucks ratings, the team ratings, so that everybody is even, so that it's a lot more close, and the driver skills that they're putting into their, or the ratings they're putting into their AI drivers, separate them from the pack, and that's all that does it. Hopefully. I foresee us getting passed by Carpenter, and then, but we've stayed consistently driving away from Grant Enfinger, so I think we're good there. How many laps do we even have left in this one overall? Lance Snowrick with a DNF. That's going to change the scope of where things look, I think, in our standings. 51 laps left in the race. I want to say we have about 15 laps left before we're going to pit. So let's go ahead and do another speed up here. And we'll be back on the mic. Caution or pit stops. We're going to have to pit pretty soon here. We have driven these tires right off the truck, but it was fun. It was fun. I'm not actually sure. I've never pit here. I don't know what the speed limit is.
Back it down, back it down.
Okay, well now I know. We'll pit. Yeah, one can is fine. Hopefully there's not a caution that screws us.
Clear of the pits, hammer down.
All right, we're in 22nd place, so we're still above the 25th place goal. Well, I guess if everything went poorly, it'd be okay. We're now 2 laps down.
Outside, outside.
And I know for a fact that... Well, never mind. We'll get a lap back. It's fine. That's stupid. Oh, we didn't get a lap back. I thought we got a drive around.
We're going green.
Whatever.
Be ready.
I guess that's it for us right now.
Green, green,
That's
green.
amazing.
Inside.
So if I had stayed out just a little while longer, which I mean, technically I could have, but you just,
Careful. Still there.
you're playing the game there, you know, of will something happen, won't
Stay
it?
high up there.
I don't know.
Still there.
I don't know. There's a third car in the pit stop, though, or in the pit stop, on pit road. So whoever it is
Stay on the bottom.
I don't know, and I'm not going to look. We'll look after the race and find out where the standings are. I know, crazy, but I'm learning not to look at pit road while I'm freaking
Careful.
driving in a pack.
Got a car high now.
That just sucks. It sucks because we were running so well. We decided to do the right thing in pits. There hadn't been a caution in such a long time. I should have just known better. I really should have. Stout is our partner again. Love that. Works for us. Give us a little bump. Not in the corner, man. Bethel in front of us. Give her a little bump. That'll be helpful because we're coming off the corner and she's got the whole track to slide up on.
We got 20 more laps. Stay low.
20 laps to go. We didn't even... We had... I really thought we could have finished 15th place. Again, we're in the spot we have to be in. We're well above the spot we have to be in, but it's a little frustrating. I feel like we've done a lot better on 3 and 4. I say as I slam into the back end of Bethel.
Yellow's out, back
That
down.
wasn't... What's that? That can't be from us. Nobody hit a wall. No one hit a wall. We're not pitting. Why would we pit? Who? Is it Chavez that maybe had a problem? Because now he's next to us. Interesting.
Green's out, man. Let's go. Got one down low now.
Well, you know the old tale. Cautions breed cautions, so it'll be an exciting end of the race, or a quick end of the race if there's a bunch of cautions.
Line, got one inside.
Spencer Boyd is for position, so we're going to do our best to not have that be a thing.
Careful. Still there.
We'll get back around him. Well, I'll get up on his inside right now. Getting to Chavez's draft. We've worked together well before.
Stay low. All right, you're clear.
I didn't mean to go up. Well, I mean, I kind of did, but then it didn't work the way I wanted it to. I was hoping to grab Crafton's draft and really just keep slingshotting around everyone.
Careful.
None of this is for position, but that doesn't mean it's not fun. Great time. Passing anybody. We're all on equal equipment right now, so that part's fun too. Kind of see that we can maintain with these guys as we burn up the crap out of our stuff. I did figure out a few things while I was running in the third stage. So, of course, you know, 175 miles into a 200-mile race, I kind of figure out some stuff. But, you know, I put that in the old vaults for the next race. You can really drive it in on 1 and 2 on this one. Not so much 3 and 4, but you can absolutely drive it into 1 and 2 pretty well. As you can tell, these are Except for Kenseth. He's not a... Oh, yeah, Kenseth was in front of us because... Yeah, that makes sense. He wasn't in front of us. We're getting up to the spot we were in, basically, if we get in front of Carpenter. We had a nice run figuring it out. I mean, we were dropping back, and I was like, well, how am I losing all this time on everyone? So I started to push it a little more, and then I realized I pushed it that whole time. Yeah, we burned up our tires. I probably could have gone 5 or 8 more laps on the tires I had. I just figured we had already gone the halfway points through the stage, so might as well pit. And then it didn't work out for us. And that sucked. Look, we've already got Spencer Boyd now 2.2 seconds behind us, and we're running with these other trucks, so we figured out some stuff, and we learned how to do fairly well on this track with the equipment we have. Big runoff of turn 4 here. 13, so 11 laps left for us because we are 2 laps down. There we go. Carpenter gets an absolutely ginormous run to get in front of Bethel. Here we go.
All right, 10 to go. Keep it nice and smooth for us.
10 laps left in this one. I'm not done pushing. Oh, more or less, I'm not done trying to put White and Boyd as far back as I can. Just because you always have to set other goals in races, otherwise it's boring. At the end of a race like this, when it's not for anything, you know, and you're like, well, we just got to finish out these next 10.5 miles. Or 15, I mean, 15 miles, 10.5. Now let's go ahead. We aren't going to pass anyone anymore, so let's go ahead and speed it up for you guys. And we'll be back with about 2 to go. Finish up this race. Nice race here in Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Two to go.
2 laps to go. Nothing has changed. As for those of you who have watched, I don't mind if you don't. No big deal. That's why we do the speed ups. For those of you who don't want to watch, you can fast forward it through the speed up. For those of you who do want to watch it and listen to that music because you like to see the whole race, that's what it's there for. So anyway, nothing has changed. We might get passed by Kenseth at the end here. I don't know. It doesn't really matter if he does pass us because it's not for position. We put 6 seconds between us and 22nd place.
All right,
So that's pretty great here as we enter our last lap. Now we got our draft partner, Matt Kenseth, because coming over to NASCAR Heat 5, he is now our best friend. That's pretty funny. I mean, I could do some shady stuff to set that narrative as it was when we were playing Dirt to Daytona, but there's no real reason to do that. We'll get a bump into the wall. Whoa! Narrative set! Just kidding.
Way to go.
21st place falls into what we needed. Your final here from Charlotte. Casey Kane comes in first. John Perez second. Speedy Jones third. Johnny Sauter 4th, and Stuart Friesen 5th. Going into our custom drivers, Gary Norton 6th, Jeremiah Graham 7th, all the way up from the back, Bryce Egan 10th, Bradshaw Stout 12th, Taylor Carpenter 13th, Eliza Bethel 14th, Matt Kenseth 16th, Max Cost 18th, David Schildhouse 19th, Michael Chavez 20th. There we are in 21st place. Parker Smith in 29th, and it looks like Natalie Decker, Lance Norick, and Tyler Hill were the trucks that were unable to complete the race. It's official. Tony Savoy is in a slump. I didn't think it was a bad finish. Jeremiah Graham. What? Last race was awful. You're a dirty, dirty driver. Yeah, okay. Thanks. We're still friends. Here we go. Bryce Egan, who's our friend already. Don't worry about your slump. You'll snap out of it. I believe in you. Thank you. Appreciate you. We'll remain friends. I didn't think I did anything that bad to anybody in that last race. Oh, there you have it, folks. Next race will be at Kansas Speedway, 167 laps. The Digital Ally 250. That should be an interesting one as we continue our drive to get 3 more top 25s in the next 4 races now. 20th in the standings overall. And that is going to do it for this episode, though. Folks, I do want to take a moment out to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And until next time, and of course, as always, you take care.